I need you to realize that your fall protection gear is your last line of defense against serious injuries or death. That's why it's absolutely crucial to keep it in top-notch condition and use it correctly. Proper PPE can mean the difference between a safe workday and a devastating accident, especially when it comes to fall protection. Let's dive into the essential steps to ensure your gear is ready for the job. Inspections, your daily routine for safety. Before you even think about starting work at heights, always inspect your gear. It might seem tedious, but even a small deficiency can turn your equipment from a lifesaver into a hazard. Do you have damaged or defective gear? Remove it from service immediately, and if it's already been involved in a fall, consider it retired. No exceptions. That gear's job is to protect you from a fall, and once compromised, it's a ticking time bomb for future use. Here's a quick fact. Did you know that safety harnesses and lanyards cannot be repaired? Yup. A single stitch out of place or a frayed line means the entire unit is too dangerous to use. Do not try and take any shortcuts with these life-saving devices. Okay, so here are the 6 essential steps for gear inspection. Number 1, check the product labeling. The first thing you should do is read the instructions for your harness. Don't just assume you know how it works. Most manufacturers provide downloadable copies online if you've lost the original. Look for the product's labeling. Your harness must have critical information on a clear, legible tag. This information should include the model, date of manufacturer, manufacturer name, limitations, and warnings. If you can't read it, do not use it. And here's a pro tip. A harness without clear labeling is a red flag. Don't take any chances and remove it from service. Okay, number 2. Look at the fall indicator. The fall indicator is one of the most important components of a harness. It shows if the gear has been used in a fall and should be taken out of service. Depending on the brand, this indicator might be a stitched section that tears upon impact or a color-coded flag. And if it's tripped, the harness has done its job and can't be used again. Here's another quick fact. Some fall indicators are cleverly designed to hide until activated. Always check for these to ensure your gear hasn't been compromised without you knowing. Number 3, examine webbing and stitching. Grab the webbing and bend it to inspect both sides. Look closely for cuts, broken fibers, fraying, uneven thickness, or hard, shiny spots. These could indicate material degradation that you might miss with just a quick glance. Pay extra attention to high friction areas where buckles or D-rings rub against the harness. Damage often hides in these spots. Here's a pro tip. Don't forget to check the stitching. Missing, pulled, or cut stitches compromise the harness's integrity. Remember, their safety ratings represent a fully functional harness. As soon as they start to become degraded, your safety is also being degraded. Number 4, inspect metal hardware. Check all the metal components, buckles, grommets, and D-rings. They should be free of damage like rust, corrosion, sharp edges, or cracks. The D-rings should pivot freely, and the buckles should connect and adjust properly. If they don't, set the harness aside and remove it from service. Here's a quick insight. Even minor surface rust can weaken metal over time. If you see corrosion, it's time for a replacement. All right, number 5, clean and store your gear. Clean and store your harness properly to extend its lifespan. Regular cleaning removes contaminants that can degrade fibers and metal. Use water and mild detergent for spot cleaning, then dry it completely. Proper storage is crucial, so keep it in a cool, dry, and dark place away from UV light, heat, and harmful chemicals. Here's another pro tip. A clean harness isn't just safer, it's easier to inspect. Dirt and grime can hide potential damage, so regular maintenance does pay off. Number 6, find anything questionable? If you ever discover any damage during your inspection, the gear must be destroyed immediately. A best practice is to cut the straps and remove hooks to ensure it is unusable. Don't leave it for someone else to pick up and use down the line. Also remember, even if the harness appears in perfect condition, if it's past the manufacturer recommended service life, it's time to say goodbye. Quick fact, some retractable lifelines and harnesses can be sent back to the manufacturer for testing and reconditioning. However, this isn't possible for all equipment, so make sure to research your specific gear. Okay, let's talk about the importance of routine inspections. Do you think routine inspections are just a formality? Think again. OSHA mandates that a competent person conduct an annual inspection of your equipment. Be sure to document these inspections using serial numbers or internal company code that can identify each piece of equipment. And yes, that's annual, but every worker must inspect their gear daily before use. Your life depends on it. So in summary, safety is in the details. Your safety harness is a literal lifesaver. Treat it with the respect it deserves. Taking a few minutes to thoroughly inspect and maintain your equipment can make all the difference. Keep in mind that a quick conversation with your manufacturer or trusted vendor can provide additional insights and ensure you're up to date with best practices. By staying informed and attentive, you're not just protecting yourself, you're helping ensure your coworkers go home safe at the end of each day. And that is a goal worth every bit of effort.